The Nakamura family lived in a small cozy house on the outskirts of Osaka. To the outside world, they seemed like an ordinary Japanese family. A father, a mother, and a young daughter. But anyone who spent time with them quickly realized that their household ran on an unusual routine, driven by a singular obsession: the father's addiction to video games. Taro Nakamura had once been a diligent salaryman, working long hours at a mid-sized company. But everything changed when a coworker introduced him to online gaming. What started as a way to unwind after work quickly became something else: a deep, consuming escape. Taro found himself drawn into the virtual worlds of adventure, strategy, and competition. He spent hours perfecting his skills, battling other players from across the globe, and rising in the ranks of the gaming community. At first, his wife Yuki thought it was just a hobby. Everyone needs a way to relax, she told herself. But soon Taro's gaming began to take over his life. He started coming home from work early just to log in. Then he began missing days at the office altogether. Eventually, he quit his job, convinced that he could make a living as a professional gamer or streamer, something Yuki had never heard of before. Yuki worked part-time as a teacher at a nearby preschool. With Taro no longer contributing financially, she had to pick up extra hours, doing everything she could to support their household and care for their daughter, Aiko. Meanwhile, Taro would sit in his gaming chair for hours, sometimes playing through the night without even realizing it. The bright glow of his computer screen became a constant fixture in their home, illuminating the living room like a second sun. Meals in the Nakamura household were an odd affair. Yuki would call out, "Dinner's ready," but Taro would often be too deep in a match to respond. She would leave his plate on the table, only to find it untouched hours later. Aiko, now 7 years old, had grown used to her father's strange behavior. Instead of playing with him outside like her friends did with their fathers, she would sit quietly nearby, watching him tap away at his keyboard, lost in a world she couldn't understand. Despite the strangeness, Taro was not a bad father. He loved Aiko and would often talk to her about the characters in his games as if they were real people. "You know, Princess Lyria needs my help again," he would tell her before diving into another long session. Aiko would nod, her eyes wide, not fully grasping what he meant but enjoying the stories he spun. But Yuki worried. She missed the man she had married, the one who used to take her on walks by the river, the one who had once spent evenings helping Aiko with her homework. She confronted him many times, begging him to